Hello. This week we're joined by Shahar Belkin, who is the CTO of company FST21, who are developers of convenience security. Thanks for joining us, Shahar.
Thank you, Kate.
What actually is FST21?
Well, actually, it's Farkash security technology, and the 21 is the big changes bring to the 21st century.
And who is Farkash?
Farkash was the head of the Israeli intelligence corps, and after he resigned, he opened this company because he thought the security world needs a change, and this is what this company is bringing.
What actually is convenience security?
That's the big change. Security is becoming or making our life non-convenient, and security is needed more and more around the world. And the more we need security, more our life becomes inconvenient. You can see what's happening in airports, you can see what's happening in entry to office buildings. What FS2 is bringing is convenient security, a convenient way, let the right people in and leave the wrong people out.
Inmotion identification seems to be a real buzzword of the moment. How reliable is it?
Well, first we have to understand that to make security convenient, we need to identify people as they walk. We don't need them to stop, carry any card or keys or codes, do anything special, but normally walk in the direction of an access point. And that's in-motion identification, meaning identifying people as they walk in the direction to an access point and letting them in if they're allowed to go in. The reliability of in-motion identification today is at least as good as a human. If we go to numbers, the chance of mistake is 1 to 10,000 people in a database of 1 million people.
Can this system actually replace man?
We don't consider this as a replacement of humans because humans have their own part as a human guard, but you can put this system at every door what you could not put a human, and it's like putting a human at every door.
So when you actually talk about access through doors, what are your main markets?
Well, when I'm talking about doors, I'm talking about access point. That means it could be turnstiles, it could be doors, it even be open corridors when all people that are walking there are allowed to go in. But the main markets are everything. Everything you see, a door and access point. It could be a residential building, high-rise buildings, it could be commercial buildings, it could be corporate offices, and it could be government or airports just as well. We are installed in all these and all the above.
So what is the future for this technology?
Well, the future is we can call it bright. It is coming back to the old village of everybody knew me. Because today what's happening in the world that everybody are anonymous, and the good guys are not known to the system. The good guys, when you walk into an airport, when you're a good guy, you want to walk straight into the plane like it was 20 years ago. Today, when you're walking somewhere, you're always at the same list of a non-known people and always have to go through the security threat of being tested, look at your passport, look at everything else. We want every good person to be in the database, to be known as a good person and keep on walking when he goes into anywhere.
Identity protection is a bit of a sticky subject at the moment across the world, specifically in the US. Is this not a problem for the work that you do?
Well, I'll approach it from two directions. One, in the real world, where we're installed today in the US, in Europe, in Asia, in South America, and even in Israel, it's not an issue because this system is in what we call opt-in. People want to get into the system because it gives them free access. It gives them the chance of going right through and without any interference. On the other hand, the biometric database is an issue always, and it is very protected on one hand on the computer science and firewalls and all the rest, and the whole thing is encrypted. But on the other hand, if somebody did put his hand on this, it doesn't help him. They have to steal your body, the way you walk, and the way you look to get in, and that doesn't help anyone.
And can this system be tricked then by man?
There's always ways, but this system has a patented fraud detection mechanism or algorithm that detects any trial to fraud the system and alerts on it. So the system is at least as good as a human in detecting somebody with a mask on his face or somebody that is trying to behave like you. And the system is geared to the amount of security you need in every door and every site. Because it could be very low security in entrance to an elderly home, but it could be very high security to entrance to a company to this server room. So depending on the amount of security you need, how hard is it to fool it.
Shahar Belkin, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you, Kate.
And thank you for joining us, and remember to check out our weekly report, which comes out on Tuesday. See you there.